Now comes your lost colony, right? Now they do have women. It's probably why they're lost, because the guys wouldn't ask for directions with the women around. No. So they come in and they want to go to Chesapeake Bay. They want to go to somewhere with a deep harbor, not necessarily Chesapeake, but Chesapeake Bay, somewhere like Jamestown. So you can bring fat supply ships in, deep harbor. It's not as good for looting as Spanish, but this is a different thing. This is a colony instead of a military base. So they have to stop by Roanoke Island quickly to pick up the 15 men from the year before who they don't know are dead, right? And when they're doing this, they arrive and they find the houses are overgrown with grass and melons. There's actually deer inside eating them. They see the fort has been burned down. Then they see a skeleton just sitting there, sun-dried, bleached bones, and no sign of the 15 men. It doesn't look good, right? Then one of your lost colonists is murdered. His name was George Howe, who shot 16 times with arrows, had his head bashed in. So pretty obvious he was murdered. When this event happens and George Howe is murdered, John White, the governor, sends 20 Englishmen with Manio and Stafford, who was familiar with Croatoan, and of course Manio is from Croatoan. They send them to Croatoan to find out who killed George Howe. Are any of the 15 men still alive? Answer some questions. They get to Hatteras Island, and they're hosted to a feast, and they're eating fish and deer and duck and corn, and they tell them, they're sitting around a fire playing music, and they tell them, yeah, George Howe was killed by the Sequotan, and 2 of your 15 men were killed, and the rest were chased off, and the Sequotan did that too. And so at this point, the English asked the Croatoan for help. They said, can you negotiate peace for us and let them know that we will forgive them for killing George Howe and all this if they can forgive us for murdering their chief, because we didn't do it. That was a different group, and we just want to get along. But if they don't want to get along, then we're going to kill them all. And they have 1 week to give an answer, and after that, we're coming for them.